everybody, Mark V. Dub with Gardening Gone Wild. Welcome back to the greenhouse. Another beautiful day here in Utah, the month of March. Hey listen, in this video I'm going to talk about what we just learned about with the 5 potting soils or seedling soils that I recommend, that we talked about in the video about why they won't take water and what to do to get them to take water. So it's a couple days later, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take and water some of those soils, or even all of them, and we're going to see how they take water after we've added the warm water to them. So I hope you stick around. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, click that button. Give me some support. Give me some comments. Like what you've seen if you like it, and share it with anybody you know. So, here we go. I'm going to take and I'm going to show you a couple of fun things here. I'm going to grab my little watering bottle. Okay, let's grab my watering bottle from off the floor. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pump this baby up a little bit. And we're going to actually come in here and we're going to water the number 5 propagation mix from Sungrow. We're going to water the seed and cutting mix from Fertilome. And then we're going to water the black gold natural or an organic seedling mix. Okay, we're going to water the Miracle Grow seedling mix, and then last but not least we're going to water the black gold all-purpose potting mix right there. I'm hoping that you're liking what you're seeing here on the videos, guys. Okay, just remember that this is for you. I'm glad to be able to do this video for you. I hope you like it. If you do, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, hey, just hit the button, click it. That's all it takes. Let's build this community of Gardening Gone Wild, and we'll continue to work together and teach each other. Okay, leave some comments for me if you will. I'd like to hear your comments, okay? Now, one comment I had from one of my followers is, are there any chemicals that these companies put in these soil mixes? Most generally, no. They're chemical-free. I wouldn't say they're organic, but they're chemical-free. The only chemicals that you would really have are just natural alkali, salts, and things like that, just from nature. And so there's no chemicals in them, so any one of these soils you could use. So I'm gonna pump up my little sprayer here. We'll get you focused up here, okay? That way you guys aren't feeling like you're little. You hear the old pump up the volume, pump up the volume. Remember who sings that song? Long back in the 80s. I think it was Mars, wasn't it? M.A.R.S. Mars. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do the number 5 propagation mix by Sungrow. Okay, let's see how much water we can get that baby to take. Now remember, some of these soils were so dry when we first started talking to you about them a couple of videos ago that the water was just puddling up on them, okay? And so what I'm trying to do here is just to give you a sense of what these things are going to do as far as taking water, okay? The other day we used some hot water, or warm water that is, to help these soils to take water that were dry out of the bag. And for instance, for example, Fertilome and Miracle Grow were quite dry, and so we had to make sure we added a lot of extra warm water to them so that they would take the water. Now let's do the Fertilome right here, okay? It looks like it's still got some water that it's kept from the other day when we added the warm water to it. And of course it hasn't been real sunny here in Utah because we're getting the tail end of those atmospheric rivers that have been coming on over the hill and through the dale from California, right? Bless those guys' hearts. Okay, here's our black gold seedling mix. Let's get that watered and see what it's going to look like. As you can see, I'm pretty pleased with the results that I've got here so far. That all the ones that we've added the warm water to, which is all of these 5 soils, they are taking the water quite well for us, as you can see that, okay? If I could even zoom in just a little bit more, let's see if we can't help you see that the soils aren't even puddling on there, are they? You see those? There's the fertile loam right there. Okay, you got the fertile loam, and then of course we had the number 5 propagation mix. One of the best ways to find out if you can get each of these, where you can get each of these soils, is just to go online at sungrow.com or fertilome.com or miraclegrow.com, and you can find out where retailers are, different stores and stuff. Obviously, not all box stores sell all these soils, and so you have to actually do a little homework, okay? Now here's the Miracle-Gro seedling mix. Let's spray some water on that and see how that takes the water. You see any puddling going on with that one? I do kind of see some puddling there in the middle. Now you're saying, Mark, you're adding a little bit more water to that one than you did the others, but not really. Could we have a little debate here? No, I don't want to do that. But it does take the water. It is absorbing it pretty good. Now let's go down here to the all-purpose potting soil from Black Gold. It's another sun-grow product here. Okay, you see that? Alright. I think the same thing with the Black Gold all-purpose potting mix. Again, unfortunately, I guess it's not unfortunate, but just to let you know, my personal opinion is I wouldn't use the all-purpose potting mix for my seedlings, because remember, it had all those extra sticks all over the big pieces and all that kind of stuff that could have a little effect on your seeds propagating and germinating, being able to get the heat from the sun and the moisture and things like that, okay? Again, my most favorite potting mix or seedling mix is going to be from Sun-Gro. It's going to be the number 5, which is this one right here. And so I would almost say, again, choose what you want, guys. Okay, you all have been gardening for long enough, and those of you that haven't and still kind of undecided, if you want to take my word for it, use the propagation number 5 from Sun-Gro. It's their propagation mix, and this is what the bag looks like right here. Okay, I think we've got another picture I'll post up there on the video as well. So how'd that work out for you? Was that test sufficient enough for you to make a good decision on what soil you want to use to start your seeds with? Again, I would definitely try and use the Re-hydrate propagation mix from Sun-Gro. Now, another thing I recommend that you do is go back on that video where we talked about the 5 different potting soils, okay? The 5 different potting soils or seedling soils. Watch some of those videos on peat bogs or sphagnum peat moss harvesting. They're cool, and I love to show them to the kids. They get a kick out of watching nature at its best with man interfering and trying to harvest the sphagnum peat moss from those bogs up in Canada, okay? Hey, I'm Mark V. Dub, Gardening Gone Wild. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. If you have, hit your like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, do it. If you have any comments, leave them below, and I'll definitely make sure I get to you right away so that we can make sure you stay informed. Until next time, I'm Mark V. Dub with Gardening Gone Wild. Have an awesome day.